Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Ladder Legends replay analysis. Looks like one of my cameras is wanting to work today. Let's go. See? Boop. Get some light on in here then. All right. Let me shaving the mustache before Philly, so it's the last day with the unshaven caveman look. Today we got Cos Phoenix versus the GLML, and what he said was, I'm going too far. This guy rushed Burrow and then masked roaches on one base. What should I do? Okay, so first and foremost, scouting is important. There we go. So we should, the moment we see no base here, we should not necessarily panic, but know that something's up. Also, the pool was late. It wasn't one base. It was on a proxy hatch. So this is a normally timed pool, like 110, 111. Your normal spawning pool goes down at 112. That's off of a 15 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool. Pool goes down at 112. So this spawning pool is 15 seconds in at 123. That means it went down at 108. But it's close enough to normal to tell you that if there's no hatch here, there's a hatch somewhere, right? So the first thing on our docket would be looking for proxy hatches. The most common locations are going to be right here, or right here. And if we look on our opponent's vision, voila, it's right here. So the first thing we're looking for. Second thing we want to do is go core before Nexus. So you scouted no hatchery, at least at the natural, but you know there's some shenanigans are afoot, so we want to go core before Nexus at least. Cybercore. Okay, I was also gonna say maybe a second gateway. You don't necessarily need a second gateway, I don't think, but it would be very beneficial to be able to produce 2x Stalker at once. So this probe should stay there. You need to know if he's getting speed or not. You need to know if it's going to be speedlings. So you're acting like you don't know that something's up right here, even though we do know. You're playing the game as normal when the game is most definitely not normal. Also, it would have been really nice to scout this Roach Warren, right? Seeing no speed plus Roach Warren would have been a really good indicator. He's getting a queen on the other side to start spreading that creep. He's making some lings. First adept still going across the map. So the biggest issue right now, Cos Phoenix, is that we are acting as if nothing is wrong when something most definitely is wrong. Also, whenever you scout a Roach Warren, I would recommend, like, Stargate is fine, but you're gonna, like, I would still prefer Robo because Observer, but also just Immortals to shred roaches, right? So we're following the lings, delaying our scouting info even further. He's got Burrow on the way. Another thing, if you'd have kept the probe on this side of the map as well after seeing the Roach Warren, is a queen takes... We're going to go back and actually see just how long a queen takes. Queen takes 36 seconds. So if you're here for like more than half a minute and he's still wiggling, then you know it's not a queen. So, do we have vision of this yet? Okay, we can barely not see the creep. If you were to walk a unit right here, you would be able to see the creep too. It's crazy. Oh, he's injecting. Interesting. So, the problem is that you just didn't react to what you saw. You saw no hatchery, you saw a spawning pool, and then we sent the probe home, and then we just, as if business as usual, you know, we're still making probes. We're up to 28 probes to 19 workers. We have no, I'm assuming we're going to make an Oracle out of this, which... In this scenario, you'd probably want to go Void Ray into Oracle, but surprise! Roaches walk up into our base. So this is just a lack of scouting completely. I think you would have wanted to scout the hatchery and then build a robotics facility plus 2 shield batteries on the bottom. Recalling the adepts. You know, I actually... Well, he had Ling's home to defend it. I was going to say this might have been a mistake because killing his economy could be really good here. But... we're going to want to pull some probes to help fight this. We really don't want to lose our only source of DPS. We also are lacking Chronos. So you saw him burrow. Revelation, energy overcharge. This is a good start. We need a Void Ray though. No, it should be Void Ray after first Oracle. Because Void Ray is sustained damage. Oracle is not sustained damage. Also, we're about to lose access to our power. Oh, okay, so we turned the Oracle off as well. That was a mistake because it costs 25 energy to activate it, right? And we know that there's other units down here. It would have been better if we just kept the pulsar beam on, went out, it would have bought us probably enough time for this oracle to be here, and then it would have been close. However, to make this hold, we really want a Void Ray, and then shield batteries as well. So we turn it back on. Now we have 3 energy. You see? So turning off the pulsar beam was a mistake. Not going for Void Ray after first oracle was a mistake. But the biggest mistake so far has been not scouting. Or not reacting to what we scouted. Because we scouted, we just didn't react to it. Yeah, and now, because we're using energy-based units, we're just kind of dead. GG to our opponent. But yeah, so just whenever you scout, no hatchery, but a normally timed spawning pool, which is like around 110, that should be that's a tell that there's something on the map. It's another hatchery somewhere. But yeah, we also should keep the probe around until he bullies you away. I just put the probe on patrol from here to here. That way you see if he ever takes off gas. You see when a queen pops. You can check the spawning pool for speed. You can see this roach warren go down. All of these things are good information to have when you're being cheesed in all end. Hopefully this helps Cost Phoenix. If you have any questions, please do feel free to PM me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.